The second step in family creation is parameterization. At this stage, the geometric characteristics of the created family are determined. This operation is carried out through dimensioning. Then the parameter is created, and the link between that parameter and the size, determining one or another dimension of our family, is set up. To set the size up, we should go to the Annotate tab and select the Aligned Dimension tool. Next, I'll point the mouse cursor over the left reference plane. It will be highlighted. Then I click on it to start setting the size up and point over the right reference plane. I'll make a second mouse click. To complete the construction of the dimension, you need to make one more click, outside or inside the dimension line. I'll set one more dimension in a different direction. To exit from the dimensioning command, you need to press Escape button twice. The dimensions are ready. Now we need to match the parameters with them. To do that, highlight one of the sizes. A special drop-down menu, Label, will appear on the ribbon, and here we can spot a list of completed parameters. It is almost empty now, because we haven't created any parameters yet. Default elevation is standard parameter for generic models category. There is a button for creating new parameters. Let's click on it. We will see the window for creating parameters. Let's enter the name of the new parameter, length. At this step, we won't consider all the settings in this window in detail. Let's perform only one action. To be more exact, let's switch the toggle from the type position to instance position. What do we need that for? We will find out that later. Then we need to click on the OK button. The length parameter will be matched to the size. The same parameter can be matched to the other dimensions. If I select the second existing dimension, the length option will be available in the Label drop-down menu. In this case, such a matching would mean that there will be a square at the bottom of the created shape. If I want to get a rectangle at the bottom, I need to set different parameters for the dimensions. So, I will click on the Create Parameter button again. The second parameter is called Width. I will also switch the toggle from the type position to the instance position and click on the OK button. The parameters are ready and they are matched to the dimensions, but at this stage it's necessary to check these. Changing parameter values is a good test. To do this, we should go to the Family Types window. Here we can see a list of our parameters, length and width. In brackets after the name, we can see the title Default. Such title appears of the parameters in setting of which value instance was set. Let's change the values of these parameters to arbitrary ones. For example, 1500 mm and 1200 mm, and click OK. Let's see what happens. We can notice that the distances between the reference planes have indeed changed, but the planes have shifted unevenly towards the center. Such behavior of the planes will mean that the instances of our family in the project file will change their location in model space when the dimensions are changed. For example, if we are constructing a table family, this table, when its length is changed, can jump to an adjacent room, which is unacceptable. I will cancel the parameter values change. That can be done by pressing Ctrl+Z or by clicking on the Undo button on the Quick Access toolbar. The Quick Access toolbar is a line with frequently used commands. Any command from the ribbon can be added here. To do this, it's enough to just point the mouse cursor over the command icon. Press the right mouse button and select the Add to Quick Access toolbar option. While checking, it turned out that it's necessary to set additional parameterization, which will be responsible for ensuring that our planes move evenly towards the center of the family. This parameterization is set through a chain of dimensions. Select the Align Dimension tool again, this time from the Modify tab, and put in a chain of sizes. To do this, I'll click on the left reference plane, then on the right one, and on the central one. Strictly speaking, the order of the clicks doesn't matter. You can produce them, for example, like this. First on the left plane, then on the central plane, and then on the right one. To complete the chain, I'll click on the side. Let's create a chain in the other direction. And press the Escape key twice. The chain is always highlighted fully, and not by its separate segments. Chains have some additional features, unlike single dimensions. One of these features we will use in cases of the ability to create equivalent segments. Then the objects to which the chain is attached will always be at the same distance from each other. This parameterization is set by clicking on the crossed out icon EQ. The crossed icon means that the segments are not equivalent now. So, if I click on it, the icon will be changed, and the segments will become the equal. Let's change the value of the length and width parameters. As a result, the reference planes move towards the center correctly. That's a sufficient parameterization, so that we can move on to the next step, modeling.